I'm just going to go straight down, and I'm confident that even if I die, it's going to end up in an urn, and I'm not gonna feel bad. So even if I drop into a cave which has lava in it or something, which it shouldn't at this level, it shouldn't. I should be forced to stop at hardened lava if I can get that far.
I
A lot of
found.
it, a lot of it
I
depends
saw
on.
that stalactite.
Ah, there you go. Which I stopped at igneous rock. So what kind of digger do you have equipped right now?
Stone, I believe. I
Okay.
should switch out for my obsidian, huh?
Yeah, I've got a. You need to switch out for the obsidian, and then you can keep going. So I can get kind of a peek because of that little bug um, at some of the stuff below me. As you dig, it doesn't quite render the block behind it. It kind of shows you what's a little further away, which I don't know.
Ooh.
That's a little cheaty to me, but I can tell that there's lava nearby. Ha! Perfect. Found it. We have broken on through to the other side, Russ.
It's like the second time I felt the doors have been referenced today.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like I was gonna say something, but I didn't know. Okay, so this to our viewers. If you don't know who the doors are, check them out. They're amazing. But yeah, break on through the other side. Fantastic door song.
I don't know, man. I really think that younger viewers have a better grasp overall on music than, say, our generation, the so-called Gen Xers. I
You think that's Nirvana's fault?
well, probably in our respect, yeah, but no, I think it has to do with iTunes. I think plain and simple, it has to do
Mm.
with iTunes, and because if you think about it, I'll use a reference that I will be more likely to understand, which is Netflix. What
Uh-huh.
does Netflix do after every stinking movie? And that's usually what I watch is stinking movies. I, I mean, it pops up at the
uh,
bottom and it goes, "Hey,
Suggestions?
if you liked that, you know."
Right.
And so, man, I've watched so many movies from all eras. It really doesn't matter. It's like that was made in the '70s, yeah, but it's a cool movie because it's like the one you just watched. Oh, neat. All right, great. Of course, I watch movies from the '70s all the time because I'm old, but that's not really the point. Is maybe I should say like the '60s. Oh, I just killed our light. Um, is is that iTunes does the same thing, and I'm not a big music guy. I'm not. I don't think I've
Right.
ever bought an MP3 like once ever. But whenever you do buy one, it's like, oh well, if you bought that one, you might like this one,
Right.
kind of a thing.
Well, I do blame my Gen Xness on my general mistrust of the iTunes store.
Mm-hmm.
So like when they would suggest something to me, I'd be like, now I can't go listen to that because you suggested it and I didn't find it myself.
Well, that just might be a personal perverseness that you need to work through on your own. But okay, so check this out. We've got an
Can't tell
iron
me what
node
to do.
here. We lucked out. Um, do watch the lava because it's like literally right here. But um, this is actually perfect because what I can do is I can throw down my extractor into these areas, and even though it's hanging over the lava like this, I really don't
Uh huh.
care. I don't have to worry about it because whenever I take it, it's not going to fall. It's going to come into my inventory.
Nice.
Per the aesthetic of this game. One of the things I really enjoy is not having to be out over an edge and worried that my stuff is going to die.
Right.
So once this iron is complete, then, which will take 20 minutes, thank you, then we'll be able to upgrade. Yeah, we'll be able to upgrade our uh, power cells, and then we can keep on digging, and we'll be able to dig into igneous rock and into the hardened lava, and probably if there's diamond around here, it's close because diamond is set to be near hardened lava, which is set to be near real lava. Oh, what is this?
And like,
Mold. I found mold.
so the update that removes timers would probably occur before we were able to extract the diamond.
Yeah,
If it
probably.
takes 20 minutes for iron.
That's probably true. I hadn't thought about it in that way. You may be right.
I think removal of that mechanic is going to make this game much better.
Yeah, clearly the devs are listening because everybody was kind of woofing about that one. Okay, there we go.
Where's my torches? Let's put one up. Boop.
I just used up my obsidian power cell cleaning out this area, so word of warning, you are the man.
I never get tired of hearing that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm like literally trapped down here unless I go back up the way I came, which is easy. I mean, you can still nerd pull up, but all right. One of the things that's changed, basic crafting is gone, and so I'm kind of wondering how you craft a crafting table, like at all.
I read that, and see, here's my experience with
Excellent. See, I read a post, and I've been talking like I knew all this stuff, but you actually read most of the forums.
Yeah.
So please educate me. Yes.
It's my understanding that you can no longer craft a crafting table. Like they randomly generate within the world.
That's true. I found one the other day.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know about that decision. That. Ugh.
I think that my solution would be somewhere between the two. Like, specialty crafting items should be found in specialty biomes, but basic stuff should be, craftable. What is this? Oh, siltstone.
Still very difficult to nerd pull. You can't just hold both buttons. Well, the timer is such a fundamental mechanic in the game right now. I expect that that's going to require a redesign of the core engine. Just to fix that. So, they've promised it. I'm expecting that promise to be made good. And when it does, we'll do a whole new series.
Awesome. Okay, so I guess then, since that's solved, I'm just going to assume that's going to get fixed.
That what's going to get fixed?
That the timers thing.
Yeah.
So, success. Let's claim that as what we did for this.
I agree.
Let's just take ownership of it and be like, yeah. So yeah, we did that. Good job. LABventures representing for the player community.
Woo! It's night out here, and I'm being attacked by a bunch of pigsies and stuff.
I was gonna come out, but I've decided not to now.
I'll be back down in a second. I just need to craft myself a new obsidian power. Oh, gee. He's going to explode.
If you have enough for 2.
Okay.
Okay, so timer's taken care of. Oh, co-op play.
Nope.
Have they? I didn't read anything on that.
Yeah. Define what you mean by that.
You know how we talked about we were competing as opposed to cooperating just because of the nature of how the crafting stuff worked?
I didn't read anything about that, but what I did read was their philosophy on it. So this isn't a response. It was the way that it was designed, the rationale behind the design. The rationale behind it was that they wanted each individual to have value, and the path that they had gone down in their crafting, in other words, the tech tree that they've unlocked, to be valuable to the team because of what they've created.
Okay.
Or can create. In other words, it's a bit like a class system. It's sort of RPG-like.
Right.
If the tech tree is so massive that you can't
Craft it all.
research it all or craft it all, which especially in terms of the timer thing, right?
Right.
This would have made sense. So I'm expecting that that's going to change, sort of organically and
Uh huh.
reactively, just because they're changing the core mechanics. See, but if the core philosophy or design of the game was, yes, um, we're making it so that it's really hard to do everything, you all have to work together in order to get it done, and then the timer thing goes away. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Right.
Oh, right.
I'm hearing scary noises.
That's not good. Hmm. Red flower, red mushroom, and stone slab is what I need for the power cell. Red mushroom, red flower.
Well, let's
A stone slab.
So I think I'm seriously fascinated with the idea. Like I feel like with a lot of our playthroughs, we haven't really addressed the audience. I mean, directly. I mean, we talk about our thoughts and whatnot, but just a shout out to everybody watching. Hello, right in our comments and subscribe.
Especially you, Bob. You know who you are.
Yes, and let us know what you want to see us do. Um, Using that as a segue into the other series that should be on the horizon. Doc, did you want to talk about that at all?
Yeah.
We got some time.
Let's do because the timers are still in place.
See, so now we're using their mechanics to advertise other games.
That's right. So by my interface here, I have 1 minute and 21 seconds to talk. So which of our series do you want to talk about first?
Let's talk about. Let's update the Minecraft stuff. What are we doing Minecraft wise?
Okay, cool.
Because that's like our core. That's one of my favorites.